Right, so I'm just going to show you a net trap in a minute. A bit of a different one I've never seen before or anything. It was in How to Trap and Snare by William Carnegie, in that book. Slightly different. It's described as intended for pheasants. It doesn't actually give many dimensions, so the one you're about to see is going to be a smaller version. If you're going to use it for actual pheasants, you're going to want to make it a lot bigger, but I can show you it and you get the idea. And it's of the type of trap where you kind of need to be there, not like the old box with a bit of string and you pull the string and well, with a stick and a string, and you pull the string. Similar method to that, but slightly different. Like I said, it's in the book. It hasn't really got no pictures of it. Got quite a good description, but no real measurements other than how thick the sticks have got to be. And that's pretty much it, I think, as far as I can remember. So I'll show you it and I'll give you a bit more of a description of it. Right, so as you can see, it's 4 sticks, but the 4 sticks, they have to be slightly pointed in. I don't know whether you can see it on the video. They've got to be slightly pointed in, so wider at the bottom, pointed in towards the top. And near the top, you need to hammer a nail or something through. You don't want the head of the nail on the side you're using. You want the point of the nail, if you know what I mean, so something can just slide off, not be caught. So your 4 sticks slightly pointing in like this, and then like that, you know what I mean, nails, and then your net frame just balances on top of those nails. And then tie a string to 2 of them, come into one. Then you would have to sit further back, you know, great big long string, have some sort of concealment, bait inside, and when a pheasant or whatever come along, yank that. And you're supposed to yank, you know, jerk it, not slowly pull it. It's got to be pulled fast, so it suddenly pulls that away and then it drops down. I think if you made it kind of big enough, you don't want to go too high with it, I don't think, but I think the higher it is, the less likely they're going to be worried about it, if you know what I mean, not really notice it. But I think that's probably a bit too high in that one for that size net. I think if you was going to use that size net or that height, I mean, you want a much bigger net frame. For that kind of frame I was using, I reckon you do it you know, a couple of foot, maybe a foot off the ground, and then get pigeons or something with it. Because for that size, that's quite a long way to drop before it gets anything. Whereas if you've got a much wider one with a drop, even if they start to run, it lands on them before they've got out of the way of the net. So yeah, so that was an original kind of idea, you know, like early 1900s, late 1800s, and that's actually described as a pheasant trap. So I've got a couple more net traps coming up. The ones after this are going to be some very simple ones, which probably anyone could do. More similar, where you've got to be a bit more active in it. You can't just leave them. It's going to be, you know, similar to this one. And then I've got some others which can work both ways, but I need a bit of a bigger area to do it in, so I may have to wait till I can go down the woods or something. If not, I could maybe make a smaller one, but it won't. You'd probably get the idea, but it wouldn't look as good, you know, unless you can do a bigger one. So anyway, cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.